This thing on? I think this thing's on. Welcome, everybody, to another Georgia Archery podcast. I'm your host, Big John Chandler. This is where we talk about anything and everything to do with archery in the state of Georgia and Georgia archers wherever they may shoot. I hope you had a great weekend. There was a lot of shooting going on, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, I wanted to ask a question. Have you been watching feeds on the internet? What is something you look up in the archery world that you want to see? What is it that you search for on YouTube, Facebook, social media, TikTok? What is it you're hunting for? Put it in the comments below. I'd like to see what people are wanting to see. What are you looking for? Besides, what I do on a weekly basis is about who shot where and when, how many times. But there's a lot of other things out there that we can talk about in archery. We can talk about equipment. We can talk about arrows. We can talk about the Easton Arrow Study. We can talk about the Shooter of the Year scores and how they're laid out. We can talk about lots of things. Leave it in the comments of things that you'd like us to talk about. I'm thinking of doing a few little switches if it works out. Maybe making this a week in review that's a little clip that tells you who shot where, when, why, and then have guests on and we can just talk about different things in a separate type podcast like I did with, in past with different people. So anywho, this past weekend was a great weekend to shoot. There was a lot of stuff going on. The GAA had their state outdoor target, 1440. George Riles hosted that event over in Conyers at the soccer complex. Earl O'Neill. If you haven't been there, you know that's where they've had it for lots of years. And on and off in different places, but looked like they had a good time. The weather was great. Also, RBO had his weekend shoot, 3D shoot for Saturday and Sunday. He ended up with 55 shooters to come out and have some fun and shoot some arrows. It was a fun shoot. It was just to go out and have a good time, and there was 55 people that came out and did it, so that's awesome. Saturday is a different story. Gainesville Archery Club had an ASA qualifier. Time to get those points in. Well, they ended up with 44 that shot the qualifier, and then they had 44 fun shooters. So that's a good crowd that showed up there to shoot and have a good time. Also, the S3DA was down. I messed up at the last video, and I apologize, but the regional number 2 was hosted by Smooth Draw, and it was down at the farm, and they had a good crowd, and I saw some good numbers with those kids. There was 50 or 60 kids, maybe even more. I didn't count all the numbers that showed down there to shoot that regional event, and so that's, they had a good time. I think 218 was the top score. 215 was the second top score. One was by a girl, one was by a boy, so they did well. Congratulations to everybody who did shoot and make the podium. I saw some pictures. So let's talk about Rocky Creek Archery is back and running again. So if you don't know what Rocky Creek is where, Kaylee's everybody knows who Kaylee Pettifer is. She just started back shooting, and so we need to go down there and support her. Get the growth going again. Yes, when you don't know that you're having shoots, they just started back. It takes a minute to get that momentum going, but if you get a chance to run down Dublin area and shoot that event with her on a Saturday that she has an event, please go out there and support her. She only had 12 shooters this time. That's not the best turnout, but we all have to start somewhere. Sunday, Ace Archery had their first 3D shoot of the year, and it was an ASA qualifier. And they had 50, well, we had, I should say, had 53 shoot the qualifier and about 20 that shot for fun. So it was a good day. The weather was great. Started off a little cool in the morning, not too sweat, and then it didn't get too high. So it was great. You know, that's awesome. We had a bunch of people come out and have, you know, we appreciate it very much for everybody that comes out. Our next shoot is, excuse me. Our next shoot is next month, and we are planning on hosting, it's another ASA qualifier, so we'll move the targets around in a couple of different spots and, you know, have a good time. So we appreciate everybody that did come out to that event. Yes, but please support your local places. You know, that's what we need to do. That's why I'm trying to do this, is to bring you know, people to know where their shoots at, you know, and so that's why we do what we do. And if you don't know, you can find all that information on the website, www.georgiaarchery.com. There's a calendar page. There's pictures where I take, and, you know, different things on that page. We even have some stuff for sale, so shirts and hats and so forth that you can go and, you know, purchase just to help support us. Also, you can find us on all of social media. We try to share everything that we can find that has to do with archery in the state of Georgia, and share it to everybody in the all over social media. So you can find us on Instagram, on Twitter, on, well, now X, Facebook, Snappy Chats, TikToks, and you can always find these videos on YouTube. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's the only way that this can keep growing. Subscribers is what we need. On the YouTube side, we're trying to hit 1,000. It's just what it is, because 1,000 is the magic number for YouTube to start, you know, doing some things differently. So if you're listening to this, you can hear this on your favorite podcast app. And if we're not on your favorite podcast app, you can send me an email, info@georgiaarchery.com, and say, hey, I couldn't find your podcast on this app, but we're on all the majors for sure. This is going to be a quick and simple, because that's how we do it. But that's why we, you know, go into what we do and try to figure it out. As you know, the raffle is going on. I was trying to find my darn picture. We have the raffle going on right now for a set of gas bowstrings. So if you want to purchase a raffle ticket, you can go to the website, find that link, and you know, easily you know, click on it, pay the $20, and we will draw names. And I have some other stuff on there. You can see that we'll be giving away. Sponsors have gave me several things, and it keeps growing. So I haven't updated it lately to see what is going on. But yeah, go out in there and try to buy a ticket. There's one of 500 strings. It's a great string for your hunting bow. And you just tell me what bow it is, and we'll get it ordered for you. But it's a mossy oak limited edition bottomlands strings and cables from Gas. So I think you'll enjoy it a lot. So go ahead and get your tickets now. Go to the website, www.georgiaarchery.com, to get your tickets. So, well, I guess I covered most everything in the middle. The raffle is live, like I said. So who's shooting this weekend? Well, we have a whole lot of Georgians headed to Florida to shoot the USAT, the USA U.S. Archery Team. This is the first stage in the United States for outdoor. 50 meter for compound, 70 meters for recurves, and then the juniors, I think, shoot at 60 meters. And then the younger ones shoot at 50. So it's actually sold out. So everybody is registered, and there is no more spots. So it's not like they sold out, closed out a long time ago. So they're full. 786, I think, is what's on that list. And we have a lot of Georgians heading down that way. So, good luck to all y'all headed down that way. If you're not shooting outdoor and you're shooting 3D, Sweetwater Archery Club on Saturday is having a 3D shoot. So go over there and support those guys, because they do a great job, and great people. We've been over there forever. We want to keep that club going, and so go out there and support them. If you are, this is where I messed up last week. If you are an S3DA archer and you want to shoot the 3D at BAM Archery is hosting over in Carnesville this weekend. So, I think the registration is still open. So I think they kept it open through Wednesday. So if you hadn't, registered as S3DA to shoot that event, go on over there and register for that event, and let's make that a heck of an event, because those guys are working hard to keep that going too. S3DA is still growing, still doing, and it's a great thing. On Sunday, North 40 Archery Club is my buddy down there in Cochran, trying to get back going again. I guess, he took a break for a little while, didn't host some things, and now he's back again. Sort of like that's what happens. You miss it, you're going to set it. So go out there in Cochran and support those guys down that way, on Sunday. But yeah, that's about all we got going on this week. It hadn't been it's not a very busy, like a slam full of you can pick which part of the state you want to shoot this weekend, because there's not as much going on. But you can always get out and shoot your bow for sure. I mean, that's what we want to do. Shoot our bow. Anywho, good Lord, I did all this in about 11, 12 minutes. That's crazy. So in the comments below, tell me what you think if I make this like a weekend review real fast and quick, 10 or 12 minutes, sort of like a who you got, where you got, and what you got info quick thing every week, and then make some long podcasts that we can just talk about stuff, not have to do the business side of things. And just sit and talk about anything archery related. Tell me if you like that idea in the comments below. Make a suggestion, or tell me what you think about that, because this is going to be a short one. It really is. Short and sweet. Is what it is. You can listen to this in no time. I hope that I have the audio fixed better. It was I had some issues with it last time, and I hope this is working a lot better now than it was especially with two people, because my audio, trying to boost my audio against their audio, was not working real well. So I hope this is a lot better, a lot louder for me to edit and get out to you. Remember, take someone, teach them how to shoot a bow. It will last them a lifetime. Until next time, I'm Big John. We'll see ya.